Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy back again with a new video. Sorry about all the rain and like really dark backdrop I got in the background. I'll show you. As you can see, it's really raining outside, so yeah, I really apologize for the rain outside. It's making everything look a little bit dark, but it is what it is. Hopefully the lights will keep my light on my face and everything going well. Hope you guys have been enjoying your weekend, enjoying the weekend of footy. It's been an amazing weekend of footy actually, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. Rapid fire from the weekend. So first game of the weekend, we had the Sharks versus Dragons, and fantasy standouts for the Sharks, we had Nico Hines with 89, Nikora with 62, and Brayley with 55. For the Dragons, we had Benny Hunt with 60, DeBellin with 52, and Molo with 47. My thoughts on the game, this was really like the Nico Hines project this year is really hitting his straps right now. He's looking really nice, and the Sharkies just really gave it to the Dragons. With the Dragons, I think it was just poor discipline, something they can be fixing up on. Obviously, Sewer going off with that sin bin, he needs to really watch it. I thought it was real soft, but either way, you know, you got to watch those sort of stuff. So good signs for the Sharkies. Dragons just need to clean up on a few things. Next game on the weekend, we had the Wars versus the Tigers, and my Wars getting up, baby. That's how we do it. So the fantasy standouts for the Wars is Joshy Curran with 48, Egan with 46, and Aiken with 45. For the Tigers, it's Ofe Angawi with 60, Leilua with 56, and Seyfarth with 54. This was not the best game in the world. First half was actually pretty competitive, but come the second half, it really, you know, both teams, a whole lot of errors, everything. I'm not completely happy with the performance from a Warriors fan. Even though we won the game, you know, the last two games we performed a lot better in a losing side, in my opinion. And then come this game, we don't really perform that well at all, and we win the game. So it was a real weird one. I feel like the Tigers were sort of hard done by on that one, but you know, welcome to our world, boys. Unfortunate, but you know, we keep moving on. So next game we had the Rabbits versus the Roosters, and we had the Rabbits winning 28-16. Fantasy performers from Souths, we had Murray with 81, we had Cookie with 66, and we had Kalola Matangi with 59. Tongue twister, baby. We had the Roosters with Takiaho 54, Collins 51, and Sam Walker with 47. I think in this one, South came out with a direct game plan to give it to the Roosters, and that's really what happened. They just overpowered them through the middle. Cam Murray was instrumental in this win, in this one, and then really brought their strike players with them. So obviously, Cody Walker really played really well in this one. And Latrell, they kind of got brought into the game because of Ford's later platform, and this was Cookie's best game in a little while. With the Roosters, just started with a lot of errors. As soon as they held onto the ball, they got back into the contest, and then they fell back away in that second half there. This could have been a lot bigger scoreline than what it was, but I think both teams will get better from it. Obviously, the Rabbits did really well to get this win. In the next, we have the Panthers versus the Knights, and we had the Panthers winning 38-20. With the Knights performers, we had Kurt Mann with 73, Frizzell with 59, and Hoy at 49. With the Panthers, we had Crichton with 54, Tago with 53, and May with 52. And as soon as I heard May got named, I was really, you know, hoping. I couldn't personally trade for him. I ruined my trades with a couple other picks, but anyone else that could pick up May, you know, he's going to be in it because I feel like he's going to be pushing out Charlie Staines for that other side as soon as To'o comes back. But when To'o stays out, May's going to be reaping up them points. So if you got on him now, you know, love that. You know, it's going to keep boosting his price up and up and up. Overall, with this game, I thought the Knights' effort with 12 men was amazing. Unfortunate with Mitch Barnett, you know, that was so silly to do. But really the whole thing with this was the Panthers juniors with their outs and that just really took it on, and they're really becoming that sort of team that if one person's out, they just chuck another man in and they really perform to their standards. So overall, positive signs from both teams. I thought the Knights are still going to be great this year. They look really nice. It was just unfortunate with their send-off, and the Panthers juniors really just taking it out. Next one, we had the Storm versus the Eels, and we had the Eels winning 28-24 with that last-minute try in golden points. Fantasy performers in this one, Dylan Brown with 83, Papali'i with 79, and Paulo with 54. With the Storm, we had Munster with 81, Brendan Smith with 62, and Papi with 62. It was a back and forth affair in this one. I thought it was a real cracking game. I think it was the Eels. They just really kept going and going. Both teams can definitely improve from this performance, but I thought it was a cracking game either way. So heads up for both supporters. Both your teams are going to be in good stead this year. Next game, we had the Raiders beating the Titans 24-22. Performers for the Titans was Big Tino with 62, Fermor with 61, and Fodawaker with 60. For the Raiders, we had Starling with 56, Snyder with 55, good work from the rookie, and 52 from Rapiner. So this one, it was a game of two halves. Basically, there's two different games in one whole game. We had the Titans killing them in the first half, and then come the second half, it really fell away from them. I think the Raiders really flipped the script of what they usually are. Usually they're a team that comes out in the first half, sets tempo, and then fall away in the second half. So they really performed really well to get back into this contest and win the game. The Titans, you look lethal in attack. It's just out of nowhere, you really fall away. And unfortunate for this one, but you know, I think he's gonna be better for it. He's need to pick up on those little defensive errors that you'd be having. But both teams, I think, are going to be good this year. So at the first Sunday game, we have my second team, the Broncos, come against the Cowboys, and we had the Broncos losing 38-12, and the Cowboys really showed out in this one. So we had fantasy performers from Valentine Holmes, 74, Nanai, 62, and Gilbert with 57. And for the Broncos, we had Carrigan, 69, we had Haas, 64, and Farmworth with 55. Terrific win from the Cowboys. They really looked amazing in this game. Over 90% completion rate, and they just really dominated the Broncos through the middle, and then they finished on the edges. Their kick pressure and chasing on their kicks is fucking amazing. I think that's where most of their points came from in this one. The Broncos, unfortunately, I feel like Albert Kelly went missing in this game, and I feel like he could have done a lot more with it. I think Reynolds tried to hold him in as much as he could, but the possession and the kicking game from the Cowboys with their big defensive efforts from their forward pack and that, I think that's what won this game by the amount that they did. And last game of the weekend, we had the Seagulls beating the Bulldogs 13-12. For fantasy performers for Manly, we had DCE 65, Jake Travojevic 47, and Tapau with one of his better games this season, 47. With the Doggies, we had Vaughan 45, Marshall King 40, and Waken with 40. And I thought this was a close game all the way through. I had this feeling that the Doggies were going to make this a real tough game for the Manly Seagulls. I thought the Doggies were going to get it over them, but the Seagulls just had a little bit too much class on the edges. I don't think they'll be proud of that performance though. They had like 11 errors in that first half and really didn't get into that dogfight the way the Doggies were. They were just throwing out wide balls and just hoping for the best. And really it came off for them, but in a wet game usually like that, short balls, all that sort of stuff really wins the game. So what am I to say? You know, I'm not an NRL player or anything like that. I just thought the Seagulls, you know, they were lucky to get this one done, but it was good for them to get this one done because if they went 0-3 to start the season, and especially, you know, not to say the Doggies aren't a bad team or anything like that, but if they went 0-3 and lost to the Doggies, I feel like their Manly fans would be a bit more underdone about the Manly Seagulls at the moment. And the Doggies, I think you guys are fucking like playing awesome at the moment. Your effort areas, you got a little bit more in attack, and Burton's kicking game is really, really good at the moment. So if you just keep building off these performances, there's not like who can say that you can't play in the 8 this year. So I'm really happy with both teams in this performance. I think the Seagulls really just did just enough to pit this out. So yeah, boys, I hope you enjoyed the video on this one. Fantasy video should be coming out tomorrow. I'll just keep doing this rapid fire content. With fantasy stuff, if you want more in-depth sort of stuff, I will shout you out to some other boys in the comments or whatever, some other YouTube channels, because I really want to have this quick, digestible content that you guys can just flick through and say, yo, alright, my team did this and this and this. If you want real in-depth sort of content, because I'm definitely not a professional at this sort of stuff, I will link you to some other boys that I watch a lot, and because we're a community and we're all in this together. So hope you guys really enjoy the content. Appreciate you guys showing support. Sorry about the rain and all that today. It is what it is, and yeah, hope you have a good week. Let's go.